Hi, my name is Gerardo Moreno, and I will be explaining why cybersecurity is a strategic business function at G's Apparel. I'm also going to be presenting a 5-year information security roadmap, discuss governance and compliance requirements, and show how cybersecurity supports our company's mission, vision, and long-term growth. Cybersecurity is a business issue. In reality, it protects customers' trust, it reduces risk, it uh, allows for regulatory compliance and enables growth. In fact, cybersecurity directly affects the revenue, customer confidence, and business continuity. A data breach can lead to a financial loss or even regulatory penalties and could even damage a company's reputation. But according to Santos, the author of Developing Cybersecurity Programs and Policies, he explains that cybersecurity programs should align with business objectives and risk management efforts. What this means is that cybersecurity decisions should support business goals instead of operating separately from those goals. Communicating security to every audience. So this could be done through audience analysis, through structured writing process, or visual design standards. So security information has to be communicated differently depending on the audience that we're reaching. So technical teams, they might need more detailed information, while maybe executives, they need business focused information. Audience analysis helps ensure that reports are understandable and useful, and effective technical communication allows that structured writing process because it's going to be including the planning part, the drafting, reviewing, and revising. So design elements such as charts, dashboards, and concise summaries will help improve the understanding, and it's going to help the decision-making process. The 5-year information security plan, it's a roadmap that's going to be following a maturity approach. So during the first year, we're going to be focusing on risk assessments, policies and trainings, establishing MFA, access controls, and endpoint protection. So the first year is mostly going to be focused on establishing strong foundations. And then in the later years, where we're going to be focusing about or on monitoring, about how incident responses um, are being um, successfully um, taking care of, our metrics, compliance review, third-party risk, and audits on year 4. Slowly, we're going to be focusing on that visibility and governance. So instead of purchasing every security tool immediately, GSA Pro is going to be building capabilities gradually and strategically. Eventually, on year 5, we expect automation, advanced threat detection, and continuous improvement. These are our security architecture and organizational roles. So our security solutions are mostly access controls, MFA, network segmentation, security monitoring, and data backup and recovery. And cybersecurity cannot be owned all by one department alone. So we have leadership, for example, that takes care of our strategy, funding, accountability, our IT team, implementation, and operations. And our employees, they also play a critical role because many incidents began with human mistakes. And according to Santos, he emphasizes that successful cybersecurity programs require an organizational-wide participation. Governance ensures that cybersecurity supports organizational goals. So our frameworks, they provide a structure and help organizations measure progress. NIST, they help us identifying, protecting, detecting, responding, recovery, risk-based, and we also have the COBIT, which supports governance and management activities, as well as our ISO 27001, which provides guidance for developing and maintaining an information security management system. One of the most important skills in cybersecurity is being able to communicate clearly. So communication is very important because it doesn't matter how good um, someone is at finding technical risk, but if they're not able to communicate the technical problems in a way that everyone understands how it could affect the business, then it's not going to be able to help leaders make better decisions as far as, security, as far as budgets, or about company priorities. So it is very important to identify the risk, so communicate the findings, recommend solutions, and measure results. But it's very important to be able to communicate that properly. The information security plan directly supports Cheese Apparel. It supports our mission, our vision, by protecting the systems and information needed to serve our customers. So our policies establish those expectations, standards define required controls, our guidelines offer flexibility, and procedures explain how work is performed. So together, these components create a structured cybersecurity program that supports our business objectives while being able to handle those risks. And cybersecurity is no longer just something that IT department handles. It plays an important role in helping a business protect its customers, keeping daily operations running, keeping the risk at minimum, and keeping and continuing to growth. So by following this 5-year information security plan, G's Apparel can improve its security while also supporting its mission, its vision, and its future goals. And thank you for watching.